Good morning. All right, it's Monday morning. I got a little light challenge here. There we go. That's a little better, I guess. Let's see. There we go. All right. Okay, yesterday I read chapter 11 of John. And this is where Christ brings Lazarus back from the dead after 4 days. Okay. And everybody's everybody's like, this, not getting it. Okay. So the disciples, Christ tells them, he gets word that he's sick and he stays this extra 2 days. All right. And then, he's going to go to Galilee, and they're like, why do you want to go there? They're after you. Or go to Jerusalem. They're after you. They're trying to kill you. And he says something about, there's 12 hours of daylight, and you travel by the day, so light covers you. And then at night, you don't want to travel because it's dark and you may stumble. Okay. And then there says, what about Lazarus? And he's like, well, Lazarus is sleeping. Well, if he's sleeping, then I'm going to go wake him up. He says, if he's sleeping, he's healing. He'll get better. Then he had to explain to them in plain English that he was dead. And he gets there, and so he's the brother of Martha and Miriam. And Miriam is the one that anointed his feet with the alabaster oil. And so, Miriam's like, I wish you were here, you to save my brother. And she's crying, and he gets mad. And it depends on your interpretation. One says he gets anxious, he gets mad, right? And he's upset. This is interesting. He's upset because after all this work and all these miracles and everything, he's already brought 2 other people back to life. They're not believing him still. Okay, so all right, and this is all going to come back around. Right, so then he says, where do you have him? And he goes and he talks to God directly. I know you hear me, but I'm saying this out loud for them. And then he, prays, and then he calls Lazarus to come out loudly, and Lazarus comes out. Okay, now that's significant. Okay. Now here's what's going on. Oh. The Pharisees go to the council, all right, and they talk to the high priest, Caiaphas. And Caiaphas says, you guys are fools. Don't you? Here's what they say. Their biggest concern is he's going to do all these miracles. Everybody's going to believe him, and we are going to lose our temple and our nation. Okay, that's key. All right. They're putting that above God, because once God's revealed, it's all God's anyways, right? And they lose nothing if they believe in God. It's theirs, is what they're saying. Okay. And Caiaphas says it's better for one man to die than a whole nation. Okay. Now, and he prophesied that Christ was going to die for the people and bring all the tribes. This same guy, bring all the lost tribes together. Okay. So here's the thing. So I go to church. I don't get to sit in the sanctuary. I'm doing security. I'm getting to watch the monitor. That was interesting. Seeing everybody. There's a reminds me of herding cats, right? And there's people that are doing other things all throughout the church, and there's a few people in the sanctuary that are, praising, and there's a majority of them are praising, but everybody's got their own way of doing it, right? The Interesting. Okay, and I get to witness that watching all the monitors, right? And then we did our laundry yesterday, so we're looking for something to do, and we don't live very far from the McAllen Museum of Arts and Sciences, and I'd never been there, so I went there. It was free. It was a free day, and they had this professor from UTRGV there, Dr. Andrew DeSantis, and so he was talking. So science, the theme of the talk was science has the answers to the universe. Not really, haha, right? So we get in there, and he's a PhD in philosophy and in physics, and so he's telling about how the science evolved, okay, and there was this one priest that the Pope contracted to study the universe. And this is when they believed everything revolved around the earth. And this guy figured out that everything revolved around the sun, right? And then came Newton, right? And he came up with the law of gravity, right, which broke a lot of other theories. And then came Einstein and his theory of relativity, and there was another scientist. So what he's saying is all the science that they all believe is fact, the scientists believe is fact, keeps changing. And he plays a video of this conference, this scientific conference, and they discount religion, all right, as myth. And they're very it's very condescending toward faith and religion, all right. And so he asked this guy, this PhD, asked us what we think. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, I'm reading the Bible for the 13th time. And this time around, I'm looking for specifically when the characters of the Bible are operating in their conscious mind versus their subconscious mind. Moses